You live for the next challenge.
That's how George Sassy tackled every mission in his 23 years as a Navy Special Warfare boat operator. During 10 deployments overseas, George supported Navy SEALs on what are known as SWCC teams, their operations and capabilities detailed in movies like Act of Valor. But George now faces an even tougher battle against ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. His wife Lori started seeing the signs and symptoms last February.
He just had slurred speech and we didn't know why, so they just started doing tests and it just took over. It happened really fast.
And one of the first things that went was George's voice. He depends on this iPad mini to speak for him.
It is a challenge. My arms are very weak.
Now his neck has just started, so he has to wear the neck brace to hold his head up.
But despite all the changes in his body, the one thing that hasn't changed is George's smile and sense of humor.
Don't ask us which one's a better boat driver. Because I'll take advantage of it and raise my hand.
Chip served alongside George for years on Navy SWCC boats, and even in retirement is still one of his closest friends.
You learn to depend on the person next to you and doesn't go away once you come back home.
That sense of team camaraderie immediately surfaced when Chip and other SWCC boat members learned about George's battle with ALS.
We knew that it was going to get bad, get expensive, change his life completely.
Al worked with George on SWCC boats during their time in the Navy and still works with George to this day as a boat captain for Navy contractor Seaward Services. The company is now working with George's teammates to take action for this hero's family.
George used to love to run through the state park, and we decided if he's got to suffer with what he's got to do, we'll put some weight on our back and we'll do some suffering with him.
So this Saturday, hundreds will embark on a 5-mile ruck march at First Landing State Park in Virginia Beach, all to raise money for George and his family.
We are now above $30,000.
I was blown away. It is an incredible amount of money.
Hopefully it'll give him and his family a sigh of relief. They can now focus on George putting up the fight.
A fight that affects mostly military veterans. They are more than twice as likely to contract ALS than the rest of the population. George actually worked alongside Mike Oyer, a Navy SEAL who passed away last year from the same deadly disease. But those horrible odds don't faze this warrior one bit.
I plan to fight this condition with everything in have.
I don't think I have a message for him. He has a message for us. Never quit. No white flags.
You have to make the best of the time you have.